didn't know that that created blockage in my life, and I didn't know that that prevented me from being creative. There's a way to be free, and it's all in here, not here. If you want to be at peace, you need to really tap into self. Hello, welcome back to my channel for another video. Let's get into talking about books that helped me heal and a conversation about hypnotherapy. I started my healing journey when I was 20. What that looked like was really tapping into self, seeing myself in the mirror, knowing that I was not truly happy with myself, and knowing that I wanted to work on myself, get out of my head. During that time, I didn't know I was just in my head. I didn't know that that created blockage in my life, and I didn't know that that prevented me from being creative. Was I a hard worker? Yes. I was a great worker, and I still am, but I have a better balance now. And right now, I want to kind of explain things to y'all, how certain books help me heal, how fasting and things like that help me heal. Because one, it has not been the easiest journey. Life is a challenge, always a challenge, but there's a way to be free, and it's all in here, not here. Okay, let's tap into it. So first, diving a little bit more into the start of my healing journey. When I started, seeing myself in the mirror, I was like, I want to look better. I wanted to be slimmer. I wanted my skin to be healthier. And it really started with my skin because I grew up having acne, and I started seeing enlarged pores. I'm like, where are these coming from? People say they genetics. I don't believe that, unless you can say somebody have a bad genetics to where they ate or had some sort of negative physical impact that led to a bad genetic. It's hard for me to believe that like certain skin conditions are genetic. But I felt like it was my diet, because I would eat certain stuff and I would get pimples. And then over time, it just clogged my skin because I was not properly taking care of it. So I've been working on my skin since I was like 18. And I've gotten much better now. And I'm still growing and learning. But during that time, I was so insecure. I would walk with my head down. I didn't like people looking at me. But a lot of times I was confident. Like I was a speaker. I was a model and things like that. But when I got in college, that's when I was really tuned more into, like, girl, it's time to become unblocked and really take care of yourself. And that's what I wanted for myself. So I focused on what I ate. When I was 20, I became a vegetarian. I stopped eating meat. I was still eating cheese. No, I stopped eating meat. I was still eating beans and cheese. So I then talked to my brothers about it, like, oh, he introduced me to like this 21-day fasting book. And I was like, oh, what is this to help you lose 21 pounds? And I was like 170 at the time. I'm 160 right now, but I've been going up and down, and I'm losing weight right now to get like to 140. But the point is that I started fasting. Did I do it the right way the first time? No, not really, because I was drinking like powdered waters, like fruit powdered waters, and my body probably needed more nutrients during that time because I was like sluggish sometimes. But I made through a 21-day fast, and I was having smoothies too, and like a light watery soup, and that helped me a lot. I looked better, my skin looked better. I was having skin cell turnover. My body broke out, like my back broke out bad because it was going through, I heard like it was ketosis, when your body releases something. It's something when your body releases a lot of toxins. I have got a colonic every 3 weeks. I got my system cleaned out, and I had got like massage done. And on that journey, that's when I really was starting to discover myself while still being in school. But I swear, they helped with mental clarity as well. I had so much more mental clarity in the classroom. My grades were even better. It's crazy. And I even was investing in my brand that time. Like, I started my brand before I really pushed before I was really tapped into my self-awareness and it tapped into like my subconsciousness when it came to self-care. Though I was not deeply into it, but I feel like I was at the surface of it, and it all started there. That's what my skincare brand was doing. I really started putting more time on my skincare brand, and I've gotten better over the time with my company, like generating more money, getting more customers, gaining their brand awareness, getting grants, things like that. As time went by, like I ended up getting in a relationship when I was a sophomore, finishing my sophomore year. I ended up getting a relationship, and then it went into like my juniorish year before I became a senior, like one sophomore year to my junior yearish, and that didn't work out, which I'm grateful that it didn't work out. Always things to learn, but if things not meant to be, it's just not. So that didn't like turn me down, but it was a part of my journey. It did play a role in like the way that my decisions, like it almost pulled me away from my beliefs. Like I just really believed in trusting my intuitions, like really tapped into self, and like the beliefs were different as of language or wording wise, right? But I wanted consistency. Like I need consistency. I'm becoming a woman, young lady. I need someone that's gonna be consistent. So that did play a role in my life during that time. I still fasted when I was dating. I was still fasting. I did my detox. Still was doing great in school. Still getting help with my brand, which I was grateful for during that time too. I did get some form of help, and I was still going through a like self-identity stage, like really trying to discover myself, really trying to learn who I was and who I wanted to represent myself of. Then to like be all up in my head, no. And I let that, I kind of let like God pave the way, because when I was a senior, I only did like a 5-day fast, and then I was in another relationship with a very interesting human being. But that didn't work out. Glad it didn't work out, because some people just not meant for you. Some people don't have background experience, these life experiences that just made you so different, or made me so different, and not as quick and easy to understand. You really have to be interested and really want to tap in and be on my frequency to understand me. And we know a lot of human beings are like that, whether you have an education or not. That don't got nothing to do with your frequency that you on. And that's what I realized, that like, okay, now let's pause, let's move forward in life, but let's pause and tap into the subconscious mind. And that's what I've been spending a lot of time on the past year. Healing, becoming more aware of self, really setting more value, is getting better at setting boundaries as well. Like again, all of this is a part of my healing journey. And I got into situations and did things that were not me. And when you let things get out of hand, no. If you want to be at peace, you need to really tap into self, because there are a high percentage of human beings on this earth who are not at peace, and who would take as much as they can from you and blame you for them taking. Like, it's a crazy world. So we're gonna start with this first book that really helped me heal and understand self, tap into my intuitions more, and helping me pave the way to where I'm getting with my business and my music as well. This has been my favorite workshop, aka book, that I highly recommend people to read. Now, I've been tapped into like holistic health books as well. So the first book that I really read, and I finished it, I read a lot of books, but these are the main ones that really stood out to me and impact me in life. I read the African Holistic Health book. This one talks a lot about health, healing, the body, the holistic way. And it brought a lot of value to my life while I was on the journey. I have a lot of great notes that I will always go back to. I'll never let this book go. I will always hold on to it. Again, African Holistic Health. When it comes to what you eat, what you put on your body, it matters, because you always want to take the natural route. Okay. This book had, the next book had a more slightly a creative impact when it came to entrepreneurship. It just really helped me make sure, it's called Girl Boss. It really helped me make sure I'm having that balance between business and health, and making sure I am using my, really tapping into the entrepreneurship things you should try, you know, as an entrepreneur. Yeah, but this one just had like a slight impact, no major. But if you're an entrepreneur, you know, really tapping into yourself, working to be more creative, anything like that, this is a decent book. It's mainly an inspiration, that's what I would say. So I valued this during my healing journey as well. Now, this book is my baby out of them all, because it's a workshop included as well, and I can't let this go. I even got a hardcover because I knew I would value it, and I knew I would always go back to check it out. This one is The Artist Way. It comes with like this 12-week workshop. It's all about being creative, like recovering or discovering your art. And again, like, a lot of people don't do that, and I don't want to blame this because they're having to do their 9 to 5s all the time, but you can still do a workshop regardless. And it's just like a spiritual path to higher creativity. And me as an entrepreneur, as a young lady really tapping more into self, and who wants to make an impact in this world and leave my mark, and just simply continue to grow, you know, reach, you know, the highest version of being, you know, for myself while I'm on this earth. But I also thank God for protecting me. I journaled every day when I did this workshop. I journaled, I read it, I went on artist dates, which I still do to this day. It's been almost 9 months, and I go on an artist date every single week, ever since I did this workshop, every week. So I really suggest people who want to be more creative, who want to discover their gift, to really tap into it. It's all about self-awareness. It's all about your art. Don't take it for granted. Nourish it. Don't take it for granted. The next book, okay, excuse the dog outside. The Power of Now. Now, we're gonna talk about my hypnotherapist before I get into this book, because she introduced me to this book. First, my brother told me that I should look into like past regression sessions and things like that. So I found a hypnotherapist up here, and she is amazing. She suggested me to read 2 books, and I did. But before I get into The Power of Now, I almost missed this book, A Happy Pocket Full of Money. This is the book I read before I started going to hypnotherapist. It's all about wealth, okay? It's all about that moolah, not the moolah, you know. But it's all about that internal wealth to achieve and to live the desired life you set, okay? Having abundance and joy, really understanding that to manifest things in life, it's all about internal wealth, okay? And I really suggest this book to anybody who wants to gain a better understanding of like wealth, how people achieve wealth, how people become wealthy, how people wealth help other people get wealthy. It's all about knowing self, okay? 10 out of 10. Now, The Power of Now is one of my top books, because it's important to be present now. That's why I'm here with you, to document my journey, share it with you, reach more people like you. It's important to be present. So this is basically a guide to spiritual enlightenment, teaching me how to like be more present, you know, not having any blockage inside, being mindful that I want peace. Like, if you want peace, you're going to have to seek within. You're going to have to invest in self-healing. You're going to have to invest in your frequency, like not letting people access you. There are a lot of mad people in this world, believe me, a lot or not. There are a lot of mad people in this world, and people will put on a mask. Give them a couple months, people will put on a mask just to get to you. And if I read this book sooner, I would have made fewer mistakes with dealing with people. I think I would have even let people go much sooner as well. I highly suggest The Power of Now. The next book, which is what I'm still reading, so should I show you this if I'm still reading it? I'm going to show you. This one is a great book. It's a little more advanced than The Power of Now. It gives a little bit, it's smaller, but it gives more detail for me to understand. It's called Untethered Souls, which is another book I recommend for self growth, like tap into your internal needs, identifying that blockage, healing. This is what you want. Even if you just read it to understand and be aware that there is so much power in the spirit, so much power in you, that you will deal with, you won't deal with so many people, as you won't deal with toxic people. You won't let any past negative situations block you. You will overcome those situations, and you will be present now as well. It talks about the present, being here now, and not overthinking too much, being over concerned about the future. You really want to tap into the present, okay? This is the book I recommend. Again, also freeing your mind, wanting that freedom. This is the book I recommend. How is this book helping me? It's really helping me tap into different things that I'm experiencing. Like, I think it's like melodrama. It's drawing my attention to those things. It's drawing my attention to really get away from low vibrant people who just want access to you to like use your energy, to pull energy from you. Yes, everybody has a form of energy, and some people will drain you. Yes, so it's really drawing my attention to that, and like the awakening conscious, like really awakening my consciousness, and infinite energy. It's really amazing. Like, I read a chapter this morning, guys. So again, I recommend this book for people who are on the healing journey. Like, you want to invest as much energy and effort into healing. It's gonna pay off, I promise you. It's paying off for me, and I will keep going and doing my best and getting better at what I am good at. That's it. Again, take it or leave it. I don't regret being a book reader. I don't waste my time reading fiction books. Why? I read non-fiction books. I read books that's gonna inspire me to get to the next level in life, to be a better human being, to be great to other people, and just live my life and heal. You know, we're all continuing to heal, but never stop. Like, keep going on your healing journey, because I am. See you all again soon. Thanks for watching my video. If you have any questions, leave me questions in the comment section and I'll respond. Make sure you subscribe to my channel.